I'm not gonna walk home with any men tonight. I'm gonna...
Yeah, and I have 6 Grammys, too.
For years, Taylor Swift has walked into red carpets, talk shows, and press interviews knowing that someone is almost guaranteed to ask the one question designed to corner her. The bigger her fame became, the more interviewers seemed determined to turn awkward moments into viral headlines.
Because you're Taylor Swift. Can somebody ask you out?
I wonder sometimes if that would be a deterrent, if maybe a guy would say, boy, I don't want a song written about me. Maybe I'll...
The problem is, they usually underestimate who they're dealing with.
It's tall. Is there something you've not been asked yet?
Don't make me do your job for you.
She's got you.
Really unpredictable and cussed, like women. You know?
Oh, we don't want to do that.
If Grace Under Pressure were an Olympic event, Taylor Swift would probably leave with a collection of gold medals. And one interview on The Graham Norton Show perfectly explains why.
Because you're Taylor Swift. Can somebody ask you out?
Yeah, I mean, they can. People, one thing to talk about, they multiply it by 50 and they make all these sensationalized stories up about you. If you give people 0 to talk about, anything multiplied by 0 is still 0.
You're on it.
So what do you do when someone tells you to go take a shower in front of a live audience? Taylor didn't raise her voice or lose her composure. She simply answered in a way that made everyone else in the room burst into laughter instead.
It's nice to see you. I think you need to have a shower now.
I agree, and I'm not offended that you said that. There's a lot going on, and none of it's good here.
We'll see you soon. Thank you. Nice to see you.
When Bobby Bones tried to score an easy laugh at her expense, he probably expected Taylor to play along. Instead, she flipped the conversation so effortlessly that he ended up becoming the punchline of his own joke.
Can I tell you a story about the cookies you gave me?
Is
I
it
got really sick.
You're lying.
I swear to
That's such a lie.
I swear
Don't
to you.
lie.
No. I
Don't
don't know if
lie
it was
on the
that.
radio.
Put it down to
Stop.
like 3. I'm not
Take it back.
lying. I'm not saying it was the cookies, but I'm saying there was a chance.
Are you allergic to awesomeness?
But shutting down awkward questions is only half the story. Taylor is just as skilled at dismantling the kind of toxic narratives that people have repeated about her for years.
Because I feel like almost every album you have a song where you address the haters. At least one song, sometimes more than one song.
I probably do have that habit. I imagine that I might have that habit, yeah.
Why is that? Why sing to the haters?
Well, when they stop coming for me, I will stop singing to them. You know, people go on and on about, like, you have to forgive and forget to move past something. No, you don't. I find it hilarious when, like, we go on an award show and I'm wearing shorts for a performance, and the next day the headlines are like, Taylor goes edgy for her performance. I'm like, I'm wearing more clothes than anyone here. But it's hilarious to kind of watch that happen.
Again and again, interviewers have tried to reduce one of the most successful songwriters of her generation to a tired stereotype: the girl who only writes songs about her exes. Even more astonishing, one of those moments happened on the Grammy Awards red carpet itself.
Maybe just a trophy tonight. I think lots of men.
I'm not gonna walk home with any men tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, and then I go home to the cats.
No men allowed.
Men get me in trouble. I don't.
No, but people they can sense honesty. You can tell in your music. You can hear it.
You're going to have people who are going to see the depth from which you approached a song, the fact that you put, your real emotions into it, and that's valuable and that's good and that's real.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have people who are going to say, oh, like she just writes songs about her ex-boyfriends. And I think, frankly, that's a very sexist angle to take.
Time after time, anyone trying to bait Taylor into a sexist double standard discovers the same thing. The embarrassment almost always lands on the interviewer instead.
No one says that about Ed Sheeran. No one says it about Bruno Mars. They're all writing songs about their exes, their current girlfriends, their love life, and no one raises a red flag there.
It's true.
You're always going to have people going, did she write all her own songs? Talking about your personal life, talking about your dating life. There's a different vocabulary for men and women in the music industry, right?
Give me an example.
Okay, a man does something, it's strategic. A woman does the same thing, it's calculated. A man is allowed to react. A woman can only overreact.
Of course, if there's one topic the media refuses to let go of, it's Taylor's dating history. Rather than asking directly, interviewers often disguise their curiosity as harmless games or playful quizzes, hoping she'll accidentally give them the headline they're looking for.
To Portia de Rossi. I am Taylor Swift. I am dating blank.
Nobody. That's true, though. Like, you're looking at me like it's not.
I am Taylor Swift. I would like to be dating blank.
Nobody.
I am Taylor Swift, and my publicist told me to say blank.
My publicist told me not to answer any personal questions.
Okay.
Even Ellen DeGeneres, one of television's most experienced hosts, discovered that catching Taylor off guard was much harder than it looked.
I'm so happy to see you. Every time you're here, you make me very happy. You were here with your boyfriend, Zac Efron, last time. How's he doing?
We actually never dated.
Yes, you did. So when you... Who's that about? Here's what I'll do. You don't have to say. I'm going to show pictures. Here's a bell, and you ring it. Okay, all right.
This makes me feel so bad about myself. Every time I come up here, you put like a different dude up there on the screen. And it just makes me really question like what I stand for as a human being. There's never been two guys on the screen 2 visits in a row.
For years, entire articles, TV segments, and internet theories have been built around one question: which ex inspired this song? Trying to decode Taylor's lyrics became its own entertainment industry.
I like writing songs about douchebags who cheat on me, but I'm not gonna say that. I'd bring up Joe, that guy who broke up with me on the phone, but I'm not gonna mention him.
The funny part is that before anyone can finish building those theories, Taylor usually tears them apart with a single answer.
And why did you name it Style?
Because the hook is "We never go out of style."
But before the
So,
hook.
and I thought "We never go out of style" was a long title.
Got it. But before the hook, you didn't know what the title was going to be.
Well, when you're writing a song, you just kind of are like, you let the song happen and turn into what it's going to turn into, and that just ended up being the title. And it's...
How did you hear about him being, I'm not even saying who he is, but how did you hear about the he being with someone else? Is that something that you're told, that you read? Is it something that you feel? Is it something that they tell you? Because that's a tough moment in a relationship.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I should go into this because I think then we'll be talking about an individual person and people will write headlines about it and it'd be a whole thing. But I think, this song is about my life and I've never revealed who it's actually about.
You describe a guy that has a James Dean look in his eye, long hair, slick back, white t-shirt. You date, you break up, you date again. Is this autobiographical?
The song is actually about kind of like those relationships that are never really done. I think everybody has that one person who kind of floats in and out of their life and is never, like the narrative's never truly over.
And whenever an interviewer decides to stop hinting and asks the question outright, Taylor simply changes the conversation entirely by offering a perspective no one expects.
One of the things about writing music and the only way that I can actually be vulnerable with this many people is to never name names. So that's like the one thing I have where I want these songs to go out into the world and become whatever my fans want them to be. I want them to picture their ex-boyfriend, not mine.
What are your thoughts on Justin winning the Milestone Award so young?
Can we have another question?
Sometimes interviewers even pretend to sympathize with Taylor's former boyfriends, hoping she'll take the bait. More often than not, Taylor responds with one perfectly timed remark that leaves the entire room with nowhere else to go.
I wonder if there are people who might think that they were the one you were singing about, if it's easier or far, far worse for them 10 years later.
I haven't thought about their experience, to be honest.
I think that's the...
Does anyone avoid you because they think, no, thank you?
No, I don't want to be written about.
I don't want to be written about. I don't want to know you.
Well, if you think about it, if they were avoiding me, I wouldn't really know it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's so true. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible. But I've never had someone come up and be like, I really want to ask you out, but like if you write a song about me, I would be weirded out by that.
I wonder sometimes if that would be a deterrent, if maybe a guy would say, boy, I don't want a song written about me. Maybe I'll You know what I mean? Maybe that'll does that ever come up?
Yeah, but you know, like this is the third album that I've been doing this.
Right.
So they had fair warning at this point.
These interviews prove one thing over and over again. Taylor Swift doesn't survive media traps because she's lucky she escapes them, because she's always one step ahead. The more people try to box her into outdated narratives, the more her intelligence, humor, and confidence shine through, turning uncomfortable interviews into some of her most unforgettable moments. So, which Taylor Swift comeback impressed you the most? And which celebrity should we cover next? Leave your answer in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.